No one makes money playing video games on YouTube unless they have millions of subscribers. That's what I told myself after 5 years of creating gaming videos, and it turns out that the problem was I just lacked direction, discipline, and experience. So, what's changed? Well, in March 2020, COVID struck my job, stranding me in Argentina. Cooped up in a tiny studio flat, I was living off my meager savings in isolation. And after a month and a half, I made the decision to quit my job and go all in on YouTube. Now, this one decision has caused the most monumental shift to my life. And at the time, I had no idea what was in store. In hindsight, I wasted a lot of time creating videos that people just weren't interested in. But failure, as they say, is the best teacher, and I truly believe the experience that I have to share on this channel is going to be a game changer for gamers like yourself who want to turn their passion into a career. But this isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. I've worked with agencies and social media gurus who sell themselves as the magic bullet to creating a successful channel, but in truth, it doesn't work. They offer general advice which rarely translates to a niche like gaming, which is constantly in flux with new games and hyper-focused communities. And I frequently found myself having to teach them of all of its particularities, even though I had paid them a considerable amount to do the job. Unlike them though, I've put in the graft building a gaming channel with 150,000 subscribers. It's not millions, but it's enough to quit your job. And better yet, it's all about content for gaming creators by gaming creators. So you can expect strategy breakdowns, case studies of creators, and all the information that helped me take my content from a few hundred views to hundreds of thousands of views across different games. And I won't sugarcoat it. It's a lot of hard work, and that's often glorified in the content creation space. But I'm going to tell you of all of my experiences, from the good to the bad and the downright ugly side of content creation, but that'll come in another video. So let me tell you the rest of my journey and what it was that excelled my career. Now, at the time, I had about 4,000 subscribers on my channel, and that's across 5 years, and in that time I had earned just over £1,500, which just so happened to be the same sum of money that I'd need to make monthly by the end of the year if I wanted to continue pursuing content creation full time. My channel had a mix of different games, from Call of Duty to League of Legends, Civilization, and also the most recent game at the time, which was Satisfactory, a game that would become the keystone in my creator journey. Now, Satisfactory had just started announcing small teaser videos suggesting what was coming to the game for future updates, and there was a lot of hype around that. So in response, I created breakdowns of these teasers, which brought in a couple of thousand views, which at the time was a substantial amount for my channel. But these teasers were a flash in the pan, and with the update out, there were no plans for more teasers until the following year. And as such, my viewership was dropping, and without the teasers as a lifeline, I had to pivot my content. Now, I started creating videos every day, but only 1 in, I'd say, 5 videos actually had any views. And it didn't help that my editing skills at the time were mediocre at best, and my thumbnails were done on Paint. But I had noticed creating content around different games on my channel performed even worse than the Satisfactory ones, suggesting that the vast variety of games that I covered made it difficult for YouTube to pin a particular fan base to my content, which inhibited its growth. I do highly recommend, if you are going to play other games, that you should play other games. Just try and make them games within your niche, or better yet, grow your niche in a way that allows you to play many games. This is something that has been excellently executed by the likes of Let's Game It Out or The Spiffing Brit and even Real Civil Engineer, just to name a few of them. Now, these creators, their strategies we're actually going to break down in future videos, so you may find that very interesting and useful. Now, I had noticed a few of my videos were performing particularly well on my channel. These were notably the guides. So at the time, I made the decision to pivot my content and go all in on Satisfactory, creating guides around various aspects of the game, and it worked. So come May, my channel went from earning £50 a year to about £360 a month, and my channel had also doubled in subscribers. I was hooked at that point, and the recent update had provided me with a wealth of guide content and was a blessing for me considering my circumstances. Now, a few months later, I was able to get a repatriation flight to the UK, and I lived with my parents for 10 months whilst I continued creating content 3 to 4 times a week. Now, of course, this was only doable because of the circumstances, but by October, my channel had grown to about 14,000 subscribers, and with the thanks of Patreon and also live streaming, which became a big part of my channel, allowed me to make just under £1,500 monthly on the channel. And I took a chance to bet on myself, and over the following years, my income slowly grew, and so did my audience base. And since then, my channel has exploded. We hit 100,000 subscribers in March last year, and to be honest, has been the most stressful job that I've had, but it's also a very rewarding journey that I've been on, and it proves that anyone can make it in this career. However, the YouTube landscape, I have to stress, is constantly changing and growing. This does lead to more potential viewers, but also a lot more competition, and simply grinding like I did then just isn't enough now. You need to have a strategy, but despite the challenges, success with gaming content is still possible, providing you're not half-arsing it and looking for shortcuts. So if you're truly dedicated and passionate to creating gaming content, then this channel is going to be for you. Now, it may not gain you millions of subscribers overnight, but I will provide you with the foundation you need to build a dedicated community in your niche. And I promise you that is much more important. So if you are excited for that, please do hit the subscribe button now, and I will see you in the next one.